What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Our Eagles are 5-0, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
What's up, my family? Listen, first-time listener, or you've been here the whole damn time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, giddy up, let's go, no notes.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Slap.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yeah!
What the f*** are you talking about?
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. Every Sunday, we are brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, locations in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and you can find them around the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. No Nick Delgado tonight, no Greg Milokovic, but that's Brian Wilson. I'm Tom Arnone. The Eagles are 5-0, and we got a lot to talk to you about. We'll do our Crumb of the Week at the end of the show. We'll give you our players of the game from another big win for our Philadelphia Eagles, and this is the Eagles-Rams post-game show, and this is Agree to Disagree, and it all ties into our poll question that is brought to you by Royal Billiard. All right, and you got to go check them out. Okay, they're the premier game room store of the Delaware Valley. They're stocked with the very best in pool tables, accessories, shuffleboard, card tables, dart supplies, bars, bar stools. Turn any ordinary room into an extraordinary gaming experience. Oh, did we mention they got hot tubs too? They're located 515 Bethlehem Pike in Colmar, PA, or you can visit them right on the web, royalbilliard.com. I'm telling you, go check them out. You got to go see their showroom. If you haven't, go do it. You'll thank us later. All right. And our poll question for tonight is, this was Jalen Hurts' best game of the season. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcast, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, join the conversation. I'm going to agree, Wills, because I look at what he did with his legs. He had one bad ball that you can't make that throw, right? The interception down in the end zone there. Chance to go up big right there, really put the game away. That's a bad ball. Okay. So he can't have that. But I mean, guys throw bad balls, right? That's just part of the league. But I thought he was great with his legs today. We haven't really seen him use his legs a lot this year. And I thought he was tremendous with his legs. And he made a couple big time throws in this football game. And obviously you can't stop the brotherly shove. So he was tremendous. He threw for over 300 yards today. He would obviously like the interception back. Did he rush for 70? Was it 71?
Yeah, I believe 72, I think.
72 yards. So rushed for 72, had a touch.
Led the team, I believe.
Yep, had a touch. So, I mean, he offensively, he's the reason we won this football game, in my opinion, right? Because I thought he did the extra things with his legs, the sustained drives. And
Big third down runs.
Yep, and we talk about that all the time, right? Well, it's like they're the backbreakers. The third and 10, 12-yard completion. Yeah, I mean, they're always backbreakers. But when a guy scrambles for 10, or 11, or he brotherly shoves you for another first down or another touchdown. I mean, that's what gets you. Yeah, 72 yards. So, rush for 4.8 yards a carry, threw for over 300 yards, about 8 yards an attempt, was only sacked one time today, and his rating ended at an 87. And obviously, very early on in this football game, he was able to get Dallas Goedert involved, somebody who's sort of been missing in our offense. And it seems like every time we lead up talking about a player who's missing in the offense, in previous weeks, that guy usually finds the football. Nick Sirianni does a really good job of feeding everybody.
Yeah, trying to keep everybody happy.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats. Now,
everybody gets
next week it's going to be a DaVonta game because Sauce is going to be all over AJ, right? So you're going to have Sauce Gardner match up on AJ. So next week will definitely be next week will definitely be a DaVonta game. But just, again, like Crumb said, Jalen looked really in control. This football team looked really in control. But I'll agree. What do you say? This was Jalen Hurts' best game of the season. Do you agree or disagree? I agree. And not only because he threw the ball well, but what he did with his legs really makes it better than last week. And last week, I thought he had a really good game.
Yeah, I thought he had a great game last week. But
I mean, I'm going to agree too, just because, like you said, it's to me, it's the huge. And I've been saying all year, I don't want him to take as many hits. Now he took more hits today than he has all year, but they were crucial third down runs on the road that you got to go get them. And I mean, I love the strength, breaking tackles. Like you said, the brotherly shove's just not. I love how everyone complains about it, but the other teams can't do it. The other teams are getting stopped. I watched teams get stopped all last week, twice this week. I've seen teams get stopped. It's just we have the guys to do it. That's all it is. You guys don't have the guys. Stop complaining. Get better guys. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I thought Jalen played superb today. I think it was his best game. Strictly, maybe not. I think he might have thrown the ball a little better last week, possibly. But if you combine the throwing and the running and just being in control, he's just in control out there. Nothing rattles him. He doesn't get phased. It doesn't matter if they're going up and down the field. Like early in the game, they were kind of going up and down the field. We tightened in after half, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's going to be in control. He's going to run the offense well. I have full trust in him, and that's like the utmost confidence I can have. Like that's like almost the best compliment I can give him is I have the utmost confidence in him that he's going to go out there and give us a great chance to win every week. So yeah, I think he did play his best game. I agree.
Yeah, he was good today. He was really good today. And I thought as a team, we're just tough. We're just built tough. We talked about before we came on. It's the first team in 32 years to lose a Super Bowl and start out the next year 5-0. And I think we figured it out just talking on who that other team was, and we believe it was the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yep.
So I mean, it says a lot about not only this coaching staff but the culture that's been built here, and to be able to win games. And I still will say this: I don't think they played their best football yet. I don't say that as a shot. I say that as a positive.
Maybe
right?
not a complete game yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not a complete game yet.
Signs, right? And early on, you're like, oh man, this defense is going to get shredded. They can't make an adjustment. There were people calling for Sean Desai's head in the first quarter, and I'm like, relax. And this defense, who deserves a lot of credit, pitching a shutout in the second half. That's big time stuff right there. That's big time adjustment stuff we did not see from Jonathan Gannon. You didn't just shut down the New York Jets, right? You shut down Matthew Stafford, who has Cooper Kupp back, right, and has the weapons to score points on you, and you locked all windows and doors, as the great Mark Zumoff used to say.
Absolutely.
And this defense was tremendous. Jalen Carter is going to end up being an all-pro in his rookie year, and it was great to see Hassan Reddick with the 2 sacks that to put the game away there at the end, because that's the guy we really need. So some exciting stuff with it. Some exciting stuff today I saw. Really positive stuff. Jason says he agrees with Paul 100%.
Yeah, and I think especially in the second half, like we said early on, I mean, Cooper Kupp was running wide open early on in the first quarter for sure, running wide open all over the field. So we really tightened up. We really tightened up in the second half. And Kyron Williams, who's been having a great season, I mean, he did nothing. You just can't run on us. I mean, we've been saying this for weeks now, but I mean, you just can't run on us. You can't run on us. So it makes everything easier when teams just can't run on us. It's great. So, I mean, I think the back end is getting better. You know, there's still some issues in the back end, but we're getting better. And I think our D-line is an absolute problem. And Reddick's starting to turn it up, which I love to see. And I love Jordan. I love Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
I think he's playing great. He's played great all year. Played great again today.
Yeah, he's gotten better, right? Which is why you got to give young guys some time to develop, right? You know, Jalen Carter obviously didn't need the time to develop. He's already developed, but a guy like Jordan, you know, wasn't on the field a lot in his rookie year. Got banged up a little bit. That's always a setback. But really has shown why we used a first-round pick on him. And he's been tremendous. And with no Fletcher today, you know, this defense, you know, really didn't lose a beat. I thought early on I was really concerned that you weren't seeing the pressure, but they were able to respond to that. They were able to start getting some pressure in the second half of this football game. And there we go. Martian has a question. He said, thoughts on the red zone struggles for our offense? Yeah, you can't point to one thing, right?
I think the play calling has been pretty bad in the red zone, I'd say. And if I'm going to really, really critique the play calling, the red zone play calling has been bad. Like if you're going to, we run way too many QB designed runs in the red zone. I'd like to see less of them. I'd like to just hand the ball off. If you're going to run it, just hand the ball off.
Yeah. And it's time to cut Quez Watkins too. Just
I
don't
mean,
even put him on the
Quez.
field.
I mean, we should have scored that red zone possession. Quez has to get upfield right there. I don't know where you going.
He bounced.
He's got
Even
the first
DaVonta,
down because he might score.
it was like a Miles Sanders bounce.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, like a Miles bounce. Don, to answer your question, he said, "What's going on with your voice?" I got COVID in my throat and my ears, so I don't even know if that's a thing. Like I don't know when that became a thing, but that's what I got going on. But I'm here. Okay, I'm here for the freaking people. So lay off me, Don. All right, not tonight. Not tonight. Pick another night.
Don's 4-1. He's happy. He's good.
Well, Chris, this is why I started A2D 8 years ago, because I was tired of agenda drive time radio. All right, I was sick and tired of it, because they're going to look for things to be negative about all week long, because negativity drives their shit ratings. All right, while here we're going to be honest with you. Right, if you got to complain after 5-0, go punch yourself in the dick. All right, that's what I got to say to you. Right, you're not happy with your life. You're a miserable son of a bitch. All right, and you have no right being an Eagles fan. And if you're going to be negative over 5-0, man, I remember the days we were 0-5. So
yeah, I mean, especially like just the vibes in the city right now. I mean, the Phillies, the Eagles, everything is coming up Philly right now. It feels great.
it does
Feel
feel
great. How can he even be negative right now? I mean, tomorrow's Monday. You got to go to work for most people, I would assume. So that sucks a little bit. But besides that, I mean, what is there to be negative about? Like, obviously, like I think we both said, we haven't put together a complete game yet, I feel like, and which makes us even more dangerous, in my opinion. We're 5-0 without putting together a complete game. And I mean, you look around the league, I'd say San Fran is the only team that you could say is maybe better than us or as good as us. And they might lose tonight. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, they could. I mean, and I don't even know, right? I don't even know how, listen, San Fran's good. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Dallas
good.
is good. Like, there's a lot of good teams. We're good. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of football. There's a lot of football still to be played.
I'd say right now, out of the three QBs, I trust Jalen the most. Out of Jalen, Dak, and Brock, I'm surprised. I just haven't seen enough from Purdy yet. And Dak, Dak just turns the ball over too much. I trust Jalen out of the three. And I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. I'll go with the better QB. I'll take us.
Casey, when were we negative in the last 4 weeks? We might have talked about Jalen needs to play better, or certain guys, we would like to see more of. But I wouldn't talk about it as a whole that we were negative about our football team.
I haven't really been negative.
I think I've been pretty clear about how they're finding ways to win games. Doesn't matter how you win. They're finding those ways to win. Right. But I don't remember starting off shows just going on being on rampage that this team's not good enough, or this team isn't going to go back to an NFC title game. I think I've been quite the opposite. If they don't go back to an NFC title game, it's a failure. So, you're going to talk about an hour show and 2 hour shows. If there was a thing or two that were said negative, of course there is. All right. Not that everything's going to be kumbaya, but I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to sit here. We're going to sit here and be negative about the whole brand as a whole. I mean, that's sort of where I'm getting at.
Oh, there's always things you can critique every game.
Yeah, critique's the right word. I wouldn't say negative.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that we have to critique, but guess what? They're going to be going looking at film the next 2 days and critiquing stuff too. It's like that's what you do.
Who's not behind Jalen? KZ. Now we're not behind Jalen. Who said he doesn't win games? I think I've been saying the guy's a winner for a minute now. So I don't know. Now you're looking for things. Not tonight's not tonight. I'm not gonna engage nonsense anymore. I'm not going to do it.
I think I was saying all last week, the guy just doesn't lose. I think that's what he was saying there. I'm not sure, but yeah, guy just doesn't lose. He's just a winner.
He's trying to get me wound up, and it's just not going to happen tonight. The Nerdy Sports Guy says, my biggest concern is a lack of pressure early on in the defense, getting off the field in third and longs. Hurts played great. Yeah.
Hurts did play great.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was getting at too, Nerdy, is that I thought, early on we just weren't getting any pressure. But guess what? We made adjustments, and that's what it's all about.
I was going to say, I kind of like the feeling out state. I'm always fine with if we're going to improve our play throughout the game and play better at the end of the game. I'm always fine with that. Now, is that going to happen every week? Probably not. But I like being able to make adjustments on the fly. That's how you got to win this. Like you can't make adjustments the next day. You got to make adjustments on the fly. And I feel like he's done a pretty good job of that so far. Because every time a team's been beating us early on something, we shore it up second half. So right now, I'm pretty happy with where we are defensively and D coordinator. I know everyone don't really like him. I'm okay. I'm fine
I like
where
the
we are.
side. He showed
I'm
me
fine
more
where we are.
adjustments than Jonathan's made all last year, right? So, I don't know what else we want. This team's winning football games. They're showing in-game adjustments on both sides of the football.
And absolutely, what Marley said there is absolutely correct. That's
what up, Mar?
Being negative
my
and
dog
having
right
constructive
there.
criticism, two different things. 100%.
That's my dog right there. Marley gets it. He's always gotten it.
He's
You know
got
what
it.
I mean? Ziggy, I wish it was from yelling at TV. I told you, I got COVID throat. It's a new thing. It's a new strain, I guess, that China just gave the Tom. We're going to try a new one with you, Tom. We're not going to give you the full respiratory like you usually get. We're just going to jam you up. We're going to jam you up because hey, not only here do you talk for a living, but your regular job, you talk for a living too. So we're really going to shove it up your you-know-what. So we're here, babe. We're here. Yeah, he wasn't good. He wasn't good the first couple of weeks, KZ. Are we freaking okay tonight? Are we okay? He wasn't good the first couple of weeks. Now we're going to act like he was good? Okay? We demanded better. What's wrong with demanding better? Okay? Expecting more from our franchise quarterback. And he answered the bell. Answered the bell, and I'm the first guy here saying he answered the damn bell like we thought he would. He is who we thought he was. He is who we thought he was, okay? All right? Now knock your shit off tonight, okay? Knock it off, all right? He answered it. What do you want me to say? You want me to come on these airways for hours on end, 2 to 3 times a week, and sugarcoat stuff for you, okay? Go listen to Joe DeCamera in a freaking bathtub if you want that shit. All right? Not this stream, babe. Not this stream. All right? Come on. I mean, what's the problem? What do you want me to tell you? Oh, he was great the first 2 weeks. KZ, he was sensational. He was $255 million worth of sensational. Grow up, Peter Pan. He wasn't good enough. And now he is. He's the guy now who we paid and who we thought he was. Goodness gracious. I'm sure you're a guy who likes the interception too, Kay. I'm sure you're like, it's all right. Yeah, but it's cool. Nothing to see here. Freaking terrible ball. But guess what? He redeemed himself. Oh, God. I love you, Kay.
You make a move like this.
I love you, KZ. I need somebody
to totally redeem yourself.
I feel like shit. I needed somebody to get me going a little bit. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, where are we going? We let him
over. Carter, you couldn't be more spot on. He's playing. Lamar Jackson stinks out loud. All right, I don't even care anymore. All right, I've seen enough of that. Enough of that dog and pony show. Barrow's going to be fine once he's healthy, right? Barrow's a stud.
Barrow had a big day today, but Jamar Chase was running wide open all over the field.
Oh, he did tell you that last week.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I should have. I'm such an idiot. I don't know why I didn't play him a ton in DFS today. After he said, "I'm always fucking open." Pardon my language. I should have said, "Well, next week he's going to be always open." You got to. You got to use your head here, Brian. Come on.
You know.
You got to use your head.
You know those two guys are thick as thieves, right? Barrow and Chase. So you knew as soon as he went publicly and said, "I know what the problem is. I'm always open."
You're like, he's catching 15. And
you knew. Feed the doggy. Are you? I don't even think Barrow went through any reads today. I think it was one read go. Yeah. I mean, plus he's playing an Arizona defense that couldn't make an adjustment on my 2-year-old. So, story for another day with their loser coach. Yo, and Ziggy, that's what I love about this, right? There's a couple things in what you just said there. He said, I love how Nick chewed him out after Hurts threw the pick. And the ability, because listen, this is a diva sport, man. These guys are divas. All right. Athletes, 90% of athletes are the biggest divas you'll ever meet in your life.
Well, everyone's always told them they're the best.
Everybody's jerked them off.
You're the best. You're the best. You're the best.
You're the best thing I've ever seen. You're the best thing I've ever seen. Okay. So most athletes that you meet, and listen, there's a 10% select few that don't feel entitled, thinks everybody owes them something. All right. But the 90%, that's how it feels. So when you see a coach with the ability to get on his franchise quarterback and for him to swallow it, right? And there was no argument back from Jalen, right? But Jalen wants that. That's the difference, right? Zig, Jalen wants you to get on him. He wants to be coached up. He's never ran from that, and that's what makes him special. That's what makes him different. Because there's a lot of these divas, they don't want that because now the media sees it. the cameras see it and it makes them look bad. They're all about their perception. You know what his perception all he cares about? That I go to the locker room with another win today. That's what separates Jalen Hurts from every other quarterback in the National Football League, maybe outside of Patrick Mahomes. Seriously, I think those two guys are the examples that they do not care about their numbers. They really do not care. And you're going to tell me people are going to Mahomes cares about his numbers. Mahomes cares about winning because you don't win like that as much as he does. If you care more about your own perception, right, than winning. So it proves it, right? And he's under a great leader in Andy. But you can see.
Yeah, I mean, he had way better numbers when they had Tyreek run all over the field. Now he just dinks and dunks down the field now. He has to do what he has to do to win. So you're right.
No, he does. He does. Okay, public service announcement, all right? Coming up this Thursday.
100%, Greg.
5 o'clock, 10-12. Thursday, 10-12. Vetted with Hollis, Thomas, and Urban Fryer will be live from Carlino's in Ardmore, PA to celebrate their 40th anniversary. So go check out the live show if you're around the area. Go get some great food. All right, Carlino's is the best.
Yes.
And go try out their deliciousness. And listen, go meet Hollis and Herb. They'll sign some stuff for you. I don't want to put them on the spot, but Hollis and Herb, they're great. They're great cats, dude. They'll sign it up. They'll talk to you. They're not going to prima donna you.
Hey,
you know
5-0. Everybody's kumbaya.
Oh yeah. They'll sign the baby's forehead. All right, don't Hollis will sign your baby's forehead. There you go. Tell Hollis I said it. So go check them out at Carlino's on Thursday if you're around the area. Cal, there should be no negative Nancy's tonight, babe. Shouldn't be. Martian, you're going to say he cares a little bit more about his image, but what, he does commercials? You know what I mean? Like, what makes you think he cares more about his image? Because, like I said, because he's got endorsement deals? I'm telling you, dude, that dude's about winning. I'm telling you.
No, I think he's saying that, Tom. Actually, if I'm reading that right, I think he's saying he cares little about his image because he keeps his brother and wife around because they're not good for his image.
Oh yeah, he cares little about his image. Yeah. Well played, Martian. That's all me. I'll see myself out tonight.
I gotta help you out there. I gotta find that one.
Find it. Yeah, I would, Martian. I would love for us to get the honey badger, but they won today, right?
I feel like I was gonna say I feel like they're gonna win the South, so they're not gonna trade him.
And if they don't win it, they're close. They're a borderline playoff team. I don't know. Now let's see how their season goes. I don't think you go out and you sign a guy like Derek Carr if you're not trying to win football games, right? So that would go against it. They would really have to go. Now I'm not telling you Derek Carr's any good anymore. I'm just telling you that you don't make that move if you're not close, right? And they feel like they're close to be able to compete. So I don't see that. I would love for them to like spiral and lose like 4 in a row before the deadline, and maybe we could have that conversation.
I just feel like you look at the NFC South, who's winning that division? I feel like they're probably going to win that division. I mean, Carolina's not going to win that division. That's 100%. Tampa? I mean, I don't know. Is Tampa? Is Baker going to win that division?
Good, man. They're good.
He could.
They're good. They're tough.
They're 3-1, right?
Yeah, 3-1.
They had a bye this week.
Yep. Only loss was to us. So
I can't believe that there's buys already. It's an early buy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the early buy.
Thank God we don't have this early buy. I hate a shitty early buy.
Give me the hardest schedule in the country and a late buy.
Yeah, 100%. Give me week 10, 11 buy.
Always.
What are we this year? 8?
I don't even know because I don't even look.
Yeah,
you know me by now. I don't look at the schedule.
I don't care.
I just do not care.
Next game up mentality.
Yep, and the next game's the Jets. I would love Patrick Surtain, but again,
yeah, they're not. I mean, I would highly doubt they traded Surtain, but I
hear a better chance of them getting rid of Ross, and starting over that way.
I think that's about to happen because Sean Payton was chewing him out today.
He was.
I think Sean Payton's starting to realize, it's Russ or me, right? If we go 2-14, I'm looking for a job. 2-15, whatever.
And they're praying Caleb Williams comes out.
they're just praying that they get. Yeah. Can we be the worst team?
Umberto says, what do you guys think we can do to improve red zone efficiency? We're at the bottom of the league in that category, and we're 5-0, Umberto. I think Will said it earlier. You got to run the football.
You got to run the ball, yeah.
Listen, when you got, and Opeta played great today, by the way. I don't know if anybody noticed that. But Opeta at right guard played tremendous today. That's such a great sign to be able to plug and play on the offensive line like the Eagles are able to do because of Stout and you. He comes in.
Another guy that's an undrafted free agent, Sue Opeta. Dude, I mean, Jeff Stout, like, seriously, it doesn't. I always said this. I'm always fine. Always feel like as long as Kelsey, a couple guys stay healthy, our line will be good because Stalin trains them all up so well. They all come in and play well. They always do. They always do.
Jesse, Darius Slay's the most overrated corner in NFL history. But, I mean, I don't want to get into that. Yeah, I just don't want to get.
I don't know that I would get.
I just don't want to get into it tonight. I just can't get into it tonight. All right, I just cannot get into it tonight. I mean, it's just
we're 5-0.
We're 5-0. Let's not do it. All right, let's not do it. No, but they played really good in the second half.
I thought Bradbury struggled hard early today, but
he did.
Again,
but guess what?
Second half, they looked good though.
When you throw goose eggs, I got nothing to say about you, right? Guys get beaten this league, right? All jokes aside about Slay and Bradbury, right? Guys get beaten this league. The best of the bets get beaten this league. So, Jesus, God, guys, you just break the whole house down. But guys get beaten this league. I've always been an advocate of that, especially in a passing league that we're in today. You know what I mean? We're not in the 1980s football, right? So in a league where guys throw a lot, you're going to get beat. You just
absolutely.
Are. So, but it is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, Alberta says game balls for Opeta and Bradley Roby. Roby did play well when they put him in there. I mean, he just got here too. Which doesn't make it easy. Jesse says, Tom, they look better in the second half because they started pressing, and not playing decided to play 10 years old to 6. Yeah, when you got two, now granted, Bradbury bumped on the touchdown, but sometimes a great ball and a great catch just get you, right? And that's what that was. That coverage is money right there, right? He didn't have time to get his head turned around on that because it was thrown so well. So when you look at it, that's what you want. When you have two big, long, physical corners, you got it, and you got a front like this. It's 101 to get up in grills. It's 101 to knock you off your spot, right? So I love it. Listen, I can't say enough good things about Sean goddamn Desai tonight. Put some respect on Sean Desai's name tonight because I single-handedly ran Jonathan Gannon out of town, all right? And the Cardinals helped us, right? But I single-handedly ran Jonathan Gannon out of town because he's a loser. He's a loser. Desai just showed you something tonight. He showed you something, right? Like Will said, it's easy to make adjustments week to week. It's hard to make adjustments during a 15-minute halftime. That's what he did tonight. That's what he did. Wilson's got, look, Wilson, you got it right through the freaking phone. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, what are you giving? Are you giving it to me? This is unreal. No, you're right. On the fly. I'm always a big fan of adjustments on the fly. That's how you got to win in this league. And he showed it today. Showed it tonight.
They did. And guess what? This offense, again, wasn't perfect, but they made big plays when they had to. And when you look at winning teams and winning organizations, that's what they do, babe. They make the big plays when you need them the most. I cannot say enough great things about this culture. Look, DaVonta's not getting the ball. Who's the first guy over to talk to him?
Jalen.
Nick, I mean, it all starts with your leader. He cares about his guys, right? And I thought about when I coach, right? Like when guys know when you really care about them or not. And guys are going to give you a little extra when they know you got their back. They will, especially at this level, man. We just talked about it. 90% are prima donnas, baby. 90%ers. Okay? So when they know that my guy's got my back and next week he's going to target me. Look, as soon as the very next series, DaVonta got targeted 2 times in that series. 2 times in that series. Nick knows it's like playing Madden. Oh, he's not happy. Let me go get him the ball.
Let me get
it. Yeah.
Run one up for him. I mean,
Taylor taking a jab at Sweepsy. Look at Taylor. Sweeps picking the Rams. Sweeps and Titan.
I mean, I'm not sure. The way I feel like Sweeps hasn't been betting great, so maybe we need him to pick against us every week.
You're lucky he won his tournament tonight. He would come flying in.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Well, it would be awesome if he just popped in. No,
tell Tony to pop in.
Tony.
Don't tell him to pop in. 1-4.
I mean, Swope. That's a ridiculous comment. Eagles secondary linebacker one-on-one will always get destroyed in coverage. No, incorrect. I mean, if you don't get to the quarterback, everyone's going to struggle to cover for 4 or 5 seconds. If we're getting to the QB, we're fine. These are the same guys that played well last year, for the most part.
Swift, they give up 14 points in the NFL.
I know. What do we? They gave up. I think all of it in the first quarter or first half. Well, first half for sure. Mostly the first quarter.
I don't understand that.
I don't know what do you want?
The Rams can score points. Right, I love you, Rye. You're one of our. I could do without seeing you in other podcast live chats. You know, I mean, I thought you were exclusive just to us, so it bothers me a little bit. All right, okay. I thought Swoopy was just us. All right, and I see him all over in other chats. I'm gonna need you to knock that off. All right, gonna need you to knock that off. I'm gonna start not showing the comments.
If I was Swope's agent, I woid say, "How are you seeing him in other chats?" Unless you're in other chats, but I won't go there.
Well, because social media, you know, if you're friends with somebody, maybe I got to unfriend them. So I might have to unfriend you. KZ says, and this is a big night of us talking to the chat, right? We like to do that. He said, "You said the key word, Tom, culture. This team may have the best chemistry in the league." Agreed. And there's a team right across the street.
Oh my God, are we mind melting right now? You gave me COVID. Where I was about to say it's the same thing with the Phillies. Fuck.
No, go ahead. I want to see myself.
No, I mean it is the same. It's the exact same thing. Like, legitimately, the two teams that are playing right across the street from each other both have phenomenal chemistry. The reason I'm not really worried about who we play, it's because of our chemistry, our culture. We just have a little something. You can tell when something's a little special. You know, you can feel it. And I feel it.
I feel it in my loins.
Feel it on both. I feel it. I feel it in my palms.
Feel it in my loins.
In a blue chew.
So, like, you know.
Take him to the farmer's market.
Yeah, Taylor says, Hassan looks to be back to his old self.
Yeah, looked good today.
We missed the closer on our defense, for sure. And we need him.
Right? He looked quick. He looked quick today.
Really quick.
Yeah.
Let's read out some more. Johnny
Twins
says,
up 3-0 on the Astros.
Good. Johnny says, big props to our fan base. We travel so effing well. We do. Okay, we're at the 32-minute mark. We have to take a quick commercial time out here on Agree Disagree, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, proudly celebrating 40 years and our new, bigger showroom.
Twice the size and twice the fun.
More pool tables by Olhausen. More dartboard sets, including custom reclaimed backboards. More bar and kitchen stools that can change a room.
And more bars, including pre-built and custom.
Hot tubs, skee ball, shuffleboard, outdoor,
and fun.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, your ultimate game room store. Now located on Bethlehem Pike in Colmar.
There you go. This is Agree to Disagree. A2DRadio.com. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow. Turn your alerts on. Tell a friend to tell a mother friend. Let's go. And we're also brought to you by hats.com. Use code Philly for 15% off your order at hats.com. You can literally go get the same hat Brian Dawkins wore during his Hall of Fame induction. And you can catch Dog Talk Thursdays on Vetted with Hollis and Herb every 5:30 on Thursdays. So make sure you keep an eye out for that as well.
And check him out this week live.
I don't know if he's on this week. I got to look at his exact schedule.
Well, check out Hollis and Herb.
Oh, yeah, still check out Hollis and Herb, regardless. Absolutely.
San Fran's up 7-0 on Dallas.
Swoop, I can't tell you what other broadcasts. I can't do that. Now I'm giving free plugs. we're too hard for the free plug, Swoopy. No, of course I want you on. Of course I want you on other A2D shows. So, all right. Players of the game, Wells. Offense and defense. You can lead us off here.
I mean, oh my God, great play by the Niners. I'm gonna go. I gotta go Jalen. I think we kind of already went over it, but Jalen, he just played a complete game today. And he used his legs more today than he had to all year, and he needed to. Some big third down runs, breaking tackles, using his strength. And like you said, you just can't stop the brotherly shove. I mean, you can't stop it. It might be the most unstoppable play in NFL history. It might be. It's almost unstoppable from 2 yards. I feel confident from 2 yards. That's how good it is.
Cowboys looking to get rolled out of here.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a wild little flea flicker to Kittle for a tutty.
I agree with Philly Sports Bank. Offense, I'll say Goedert. He got the party started today, right? And defense, well, I'll go different. You can go Reddick. I'll go Jalen Carter. You know, I thought Jalen Carter was sensational today. 2 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks, 4 tackles. I mean, like I said earlier, the guy's going to be an all-pro in his rookie year, and that was one of my bold predictions to start the season. Well, one, I say he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. That's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but he's right there.
Days like today.
He's right there. He's right there. I mean,
he's dominant, dude. He is. It's not like it's not even crazy. I would say it's crazy to say that he's going to be an all-pro, but it's not at all because he's dominant. You just watch him. He's dominant. They can't block it.
Mo, that one-handed catch that AJ had before the half was a monster play and a great ball too. Great ball, monster play.
Yeah, it was
for sure. Definitely was. Did you give your defense, Wills?
I did not. I mean, Reddick's an easy one. I just love what Jordan Davis is doing out there. I'm going Jordan Davis. I love what he's doing. He's playing great right now. Absolutely great. And he's getting down the line, made a great play on the screen today. And he just, you can't run on us. You cannot run on us. And he's a big reason why.
No, you can't run on us.
You just can't.
You can't.
I've never been more confident. Last year I thought we were good against the run. We are beyond good against the run this year. We are sensational against it. Kyron Williams, like, I understand you hear the name Kyron Williams and you're like, who the hell's Kyron Williams? But he's had a great year so far. He's been running all over teams. He did nothing today.
No, he did nothing. He did nothing. So it's great news. You know what I mean? Great
It's
news.
been that for every game.
It really has. Marsha says, can the Eagles get Jordan Davis a bigger jersey? I don't think they make that size. Greg says Jalen Carter has 3.5 sacks on the season so far.
Yes, he does.
Through 5 games is pretty good.
It's damn good. It's damn good.
Yeah, I know a lot of us wanted Bijan, and if he was there and Jalen wasn't, that's obviously the pick. But I'm obviously extremely happy with the way that all worked itself out for us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, because you get DeAndre. I mean, DeAndre's been great. I would argue we should give him the ball more. And Jalen's a monster. You team him back with Jordan Davis. You get Fletcher. I know Fletcher didn't play today, but you give Fletcher some puffs. Doesn't have to be all on Fletcher like it's been before. I'm just really confident in our defensive line right now.
Yeah, me too. I really am.
Morrow played good again today too. If he didn't have feet where his hands should be, he'd had an even better day.
Johnny, was he, John? The sweat was all over the field today. He may have been. I just might have missed him. You know what I mean?
I feel like Sweat plays well every time that he gets in.
He's got a big motor, Johnny, right?
Yeah,
He's a big motor
yes,
guy.
He does.
So don't think I was telling you you're wrong. You know what I mean? I'm obviously a little under the weather, and there's probably some things I missed today that I usually wouldn't. So, but that's a great point by you, because, I'm a little worried about our front up until they started getting some pressure there late, which is a great sign. It's a great sign. Now, were they going to set the record again or tie it? Probably not. I mean, my bold prediction going into this year is that they would break it, right? But that's why it's bold, right? It's bold. Doesn't mean they can't. Got a lot of football. We'll have to play the Jets next week. So, I mean, their offensive line is atrocious, even though they're winning some games. So, we'll see. Yeah, Marsha says, yes, Bake, no more Quest snaps for a while for me. Yeah, that one play was really bad.
Yeah, he's got to get upfield. Yeah, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to get upfield. You have the first down. You might have had a touchdown.
Nicky B in the house. What up, Nick? He says, I think Reddick is finally healthy. Yeah, he got the cast off, right off his thumb, and bang, he's had 3 sacks in 2 games. Coincidence? I think not, because you need to use your hands. Today. You need to use your hands in the pass rusher. You go put a club on a guy, you can't grip and pull and do all the things you want to do as a speed rusher with great hands. You can't do all that stuff when you got a little bit of a thumb injury. So anybody that didn't think it wasn't going to affect them is out of their goddamn mind. Here we go. Here's the loser. Here he is. Not you, Taylor. Chris. Here's the loser. Disagree. Red zone field goals. Supposed to be experts. Don't ever call anyone out. Here we go. You're a loser. You, Chris, you're the biggest Eagles hater I've ever seen in my life. Okay? You probably throw darts at a poster of Jalen Hurts. That's how disgraceful of a human being you are. Right? You shouldn't even be allowed to wear goddamn green. This team went to a Super Bowl last year. They're 5-0, the first team in 32 fucking years, Chris. All right? And you're going to sit here and talk about disagreeing and red zone field goals. Why do you think you pay a kicker the money you do, jackass? Okay? To make them. They're points. Who got you down there, Chris? They just miraculously get down to the 30 and the 20 and kick a field goal? And miraculously just happened? You're still going to move the football, babe. All right? They're 5-0 with all those red zone deficiencies. Buy a damn clue, please. All right? If they were 1-4, Chris, I'm right with you, baby. I'm calling for everybody's head. They're 5-0. If you even come in here with a disagree, you should literally go square yourself up. Literally go out front, start fighting yourself in the street. You'll go viral because who fights themselves? All right? And that'll be the only publicity you'll ever get in your life outside of this 2 minutes of me smoking you like I always do. I don't want to see you, Chris. Chris, if you even take a goddamn picture of the parade, I'm reporting you to everybody. The FBI, freaking Homeland Security. I'm reporting you to everybody. I'm going to say there's a terrorist down at the gate. There's a terrorist at the parade. Chris D'Amico, get him out of here. Unfreaking believable. You come in with this nonsense. He said, I'll go to the parade.
I would say my biggest critique is play calling in the red zone. Though. It is.
I agree. But we're gonna get all worked up about it.
No, I'm not really worried about it. But I would like to see us run the ball more in the red zone.
Me too. But no. It's not about play calling with him. Understand this real quick. All right. I know this guy like nothing I ever seen before.
Back of my hand.
Not like the back of my freaking hand. All right. And this guy is a Jalen hater. All right. Jalen hater. I'm not gonna be able to talk tomorrow after this. No, you're not welcome at the parade, babe. I already told you this.
You're out.
Okay. Now, someone say they're worried that Tom can hit his peak here in the chat. Yeah, I can't. Don't do it to me. Taylor. Not tonight, baby. Nikki says 5-0. How many times have we seen in the past the Eagles find ways to lose? They're finding ways to win. Key clock management. The key thing is what you said, Nick. They're finding ways to win. What do we care about? Are we a glitz and glamour city now? Are we literally a freaking glitz? And look at the glitz and glamour. Is that what we freaking are here? We're a dog and goddamn pony show? Or are we about wins? Not you, Nick. This is directed at Chris again. Are we about wins? What are we about? Because I'll take you back to the 90s, motherfuckers. I'll circle back to the 90s. You won't go back to the 90s? You won't go? You want to do a little A2D time machine? A2D hot tub time machine. We'll get the hot tub at Royal Billiards. Find it at royalbilliards.com, and we'll circle back. We'll go back to the 90s. Plug. All right? And a great plug, too. Nobody does it better on the fly. Nobody does it better.
On the fly adjustments. Now. On the fly adjustments, just like the sigh.
Philly Sportsbook, he was mad because they didn't get that playoff, remember? So that was a delay game where they didn't get the snap off. I'm pretty sure that's what he was frustrated about.
He was bitching about somebody grabbing him, too. He was doing like a grabbing thing.
It was right after his brother got hurt,
I didn't watch, I'm not sure if he said anything after the game, so I didn't watch any of that. So, but Yeah, he was definitely hot, though. He was hot.
Yeah, and I like it, man. We had some guys hot and under a little
You should
hot
get
on the
hot.
cup.
I'm fine with that.
This ain't a patty cake.
It's a
sport.
battle out there.
Yeah, it's a war zone, man.
Absolutely.
We want everybody to come on the sidelines and be like, dude, you understand the amount of energy that you need to find from your loins up, that you need to find to be able to play this sport at a high level? You know, I call competition. I call this great competitors. Great competitors get a little emotional. They start yelling and screaming about stuff. And if you ask me after the game, they probably don't know what the hell they're yelling and screaming about.
No.
You ever black out? I black out every show because there's black out. It's energy and effort, babe.
When you're in between the lines, I mean, you just got to get a win. Whatever you got to do.
Joey, I love you, Joe. We talking? Are we?
I love this. Horakovsky's always talking free agency. Joe, we're 5-0, dude.
Are we off to the off season already?
Let's worry about that in March.
Joe, I love the comment, Joe, but like you know what I mean? Get to me after February, babe. We ain't there yet. What are we talking about? Free agents and linebacker, safety, corner. Get me on Broad Street first. We start talking about who's up for free agency. It's week goddamn 5. We're not even done week 5 yet. There's still games
we haven't lost the game. He's talking about we get bigger. Hey, we got a linebacker, safety, and a quarterback in free agency.
You didn't say trade target. You said free agency, dummy. All right, dummy. You want to start talking dummy? You said free agency, Miss Uncle Typo. You said free agency. So so excuse me for
free
giggling.
Agents.
Excuse me for giggling. Okay. All right. Now you made yourself clear. We're back. Now you circled it back.
Plus, it's the NFL. I mean, come on, dude. There's like 2 trades a year. Trades don't happen.
But am I against us adding some things? No.
I'm not.
It's not going to be linebacker. You can just get that out of your brain.
Yeah, we don't value linebacker.
Safety, maybe if there's one available, right? But linebacker, that's just not what they do, right? And
I could see safety possibly.
Their trade target is Nakobe Dean. He's the one who's going to come back.
Yeah, he'll come back.
Give him a little bit more depth at the linebacker position. Okay.
Hopefully,
free agents never mean free agents. Oh my God, free agents never mean trades. They're 2 separate entities. Joe, I don't know if I can help you with this now. Now you're going to rile me up because you're going to start telling me reading's comprehension. Okay, comprehension, if you know sports, a free agent and a trade are 2 totally separate fucking things. All right? Those are comprehension to me. Those are calling me a dummy when you're a dummy. You think a free agent and a trade's the same thing? Are we okay here? Are we okay? Don't start pointing fingers at us. You're the one who screwed up. We pointed it out, and now you want to start pointing fingers, Joe. All right? What are you talking about? Out of control. Don't you start blaming us.
5-0, Joe.
No, now you're calling us idiots. Now we're idiots. You said a free agent and a trader are the same thing. Joey, are you okay, Joe? Are you okay? Wake up.
Oh, that's great.
Your words. You saw about all things of free agency.
That's great.
I love exposing kiddies. You know what I mean?
There's
great. Nothing better when a guy just starts falling over himself. They are free agents next year, meaning they would be available for a trade this year. Why? You don't have to be a free agent next year to be available for a trade.
It's not like the MLB where it's a trade deadline deals.
So what you're saying is you're looking for a rental player. So why didn't you just write that? What kind of half-year rentals are out there that we could acquire? How about you say that, Joe, and then we'll answer the question. That's a good question. I don't know who's up on deals. And then you also have to look at teams that are losing, right? And the way the NFL
I would look at Arizona.
Just like Major League Baseball, right? Just like the NFL is. It's similar to that in Major League Baseball, where like, okay, you got to, with the extra wild card team, it leaves more teams in it. So which means there's usually
they got to be really bad.
Yeah, you got to look at the really bad teams that are just looking to acquire picks, Joe.
And it's going to be a veteran that they're not going to be able to keep. They're not going to trade a young guy.
Like maybe you go after Buddha, right? But I don't know what they would want. Like I'm not giving you more than a 4th round pick. I'm sorry.
I would say I probably wouldn't give you more than a 5th, but
I do love Justin Simmons.
Might get it done.
I do love Justin Simmons.
I am a Justin
Yeah, I mean,
Simmons
KZ,
fan.
he said it, right? KZ, is it me or did he say? I don't want to keep circling back, but he said it. Yeah, I think Nick, Dean lost his spot when he returns to a point, but I mean, after Morrow today, I mean, he missed a fumble, so he fell over it, and then
dropped the interception right in his hands.
But he still played well.
He was in the
spot. Not that bad.
He's in the right spot.
Yeah, it's not that bad. So I don't think they're I think that's actually a position of strength when he does come back. However, they want to work it out, right? I don't, what I mean, they'll decide who starts.
Yeah, and I'm okay with having depth because guys get banged up.
Oh, Philly sports with Bake. It can't even tell Tom had COVID. Tom has COVID. We're right in the middle here. We're right in the middle. Yeah, we are. We're about 5. I think we're about 5.5 days officially in here. So first time in 3 years, right before I was supposed to get on a flight. Good times. And now we'll fight with Frontier Airlines and probably not get my money back. So I wasn't going to board the plane yelling and screaming like they weren't going to give me my money back. So I'm on here maskless with COVID. How's everybody feel about that? We good? And I know that would have went viral because I would have had air marshals I probably would have had an air marshal spear me.
I'd have told you I'd fine with it.
No, you probably would have told me sit right next to you. Let's enjoy.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care one bit.
No, if that guy didn't, Wells, because it's all in my ears. So my eardrum probably would have freaking popped through the window.
You would have been double stuffed.
Oh, it would have been
like an Oreo, double stuffed.
Little Tommy Oreo. I do love Justin Simmons. Ethan, another one. Justin Simmons is a great name from Denver.
I do. I'm a Justin Simmons fan, yes.
Now, they can't stop nobody. So, but I do like Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean,
but theirs look like the run game. The run game looks like it's their problem over there.
I was going to say, it's not a great sign when even like Patrick Surtain looks bad over there. It's like, okay, I feel like it's the coaching and it's the run. It's like, because we know Patrick Surtain's good. But yeah, Denver's a mess.
Yeah, they are.
Denver's an absolute mess.
Big time mess.
I would say if you're looking at teams that could have possibly guys available for trade, Denver would be up there. Arizona would be up there. Probably maybe Carolina. I don't know who they have. If they have like any veterans that are worth trying to get, but Carolina would probably be up there because they're bad. I don't know about Houston. I think Houston's pretty tough, actually. I like CJ Stroud. I like DeMeco Ryans.
J-Man, I don't think it matters. He said, do you think we should cheer for the Niners to lose? It's so early in the season. No.
Yeah, I don't care. I actually would rather have the Niners win and have Dallas lose because it helps us in our division.
Yep. Ethan, you know what? We're about like 8 minutes out here. There will be Here's the Thing with Mitch Williams tomorrow at 1:00. Talking Phil's getting us ready for the game. Hopefully,
I'll tell you what. I'm psyched and fired the fuck up, Ethan. I'll tell you that, and I hope you are too. And if we can win tomorrow, oh boy!
Oh, we win tomorrow too.
Oh boy! We'll take their heart if we win tomorrow, and I would love to see it. It's going to be a tough one tomorrow, but hey, let's go, Wheels, let's go. I'm excited. The only thing I'm not excited about is the fact that I'm going to be at work, and if UPS thinks I'm getting a lot done tomorrow, they're wrong.
He needs to listen. He needs to shove tomorrow. Right.
We'll love it. Love it.
It's the biggest game of his career so far.
Would love Max Fried to have a little blister issue. Be thinking about that blister. We light him up.
For sure.
That'd be great.
Martian, you're right. We've come such a long way from Trey standing ovation. I know Nikki, who's on here, doesn't want to give us credit as a fan base for that. But when
all the guys are talking about it,
there's something to be said about the mental side of it. He knows it, right? As a Cardinals fan, sometimes it's hard for him to give us credit. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? Tough year.
McCaffrey just got torched across the middle and they threw a flag. I think that's a weak flag. The NFL's weak anymore, man. Weak. Can't hit anybody. Hey,
Joe, I do think it's a weird disadvantage because in baseball you don't want to shut it down, right? Like it's the one thing you don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like my dad was questioning them yesterday, like why'd they change their lineup all around? Why'd they do this? Why'd they do that? I said, I agree with you. When I win 100 games, I don't change a goddamn thing. I literally, what was my lineup? What lineup did I run out the majority of the time to get to 100+ wins? That's the lineup I'm running out. I'm not getting cute now. You don't get cute in the postseason.
Yeah,
you don't change up what
I don't
works,
think that's a
Snicker.
smart move. I know what they were trying to do with moving Albie's back. Is I guess they figured if we put a lefty in to face Olsen, then they have to also face Albies and Ozuna, who crush lefties. But again, why are you changing stuff up? You know, you were so good in the regular season. I mean, I'm happy to change stuff up because we shut you out, so I'm very happy about it. But I think that's a bad move.
Yeah, sure. This is weird. The catcher's interference. You know, he gave it away.
I'll tell you what, it was
something happened because his reaction was like.
I feel like maybe how you have like the little things that hang like the
yep.
Like I feel like maybe one of those hit because you could distinctly hear two things hit and the catcher dropped his head. Like
you know where I sort of saw it at the overhead view, which they only showed one time, which I kept asking them to show it again. Show the overhead because it's the only place you'll be able to maybe see a tip. Either way, questionable call. But when the catcher
drops his head like he did it.
Hold on, the batter's a catcher too. So when the batter who's a catcher immediately reacts, like there wasn't like you never see that happen. Guys don't like react to that unless they felt something. Very weird. We'll take it. Yeah, screw Atlanta. Screw the chop. He can kiss my ass. Let's go beat him again tomorrow night. Well, you got any crumb before we get out of here?
I got a crumb. I got a big crumb. I'll go first. You want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to finish that off, let's go Phils. Let's go Phils. Fuck Atlanta. Let's go Phils. And my crumb is Mario Cristobal. How he's not fired today blows my mind. Miami, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the University of Miami could have won the game yesterday. Literally could have kneeled. Even if the announcers were like, why are they running a play here? They can just kneel it out. Run the ball. Dude fumbles. Georgia Tech throws 2 passes down the field. Wins the game. Mario Cristobal, it's a fireable offense in my opinion. I would have fired him. I'd have fired him
for sure. That was going to be my crumb too.
I mean, might as well double it up. It's worth a double up. It's worth a double up.
I had to watch it like 50 times to be like, did this happen? And then bigger than that, like, you guys want to maybe get a stop? Do we want to maybe not let anybody behind us? Like, what are we doing?
16 seconds left. You let him throw down 80 yards down the field on 2 plays. That's almost as embarrassing as not kneeling.
Dude, he did it against Stanford too when he was in Oregon.
Yeah, you saw that, right? As an Oregon coach.
Yep. Like, hey, Trend. Hey, moron Trend.
Now you definitely have to get fired because you clearly didn't learn from it the first time.
Yeah, you got a pay raise.
Unreal.
Got another job.
Unreal.
Unbelievable too. And you're a ranked team and just cost yourself like that. Unbelievable.
Against a terrible Georgia Tech team.
Yeah. Absolutely terrible.
Unreal.
But listen, it was a great show. My throat is absolutely burning right now.
You gave it to me somehow.
Yeah, somehow you haven't stopped talking since we came on. I put it in your head.
I think what is that called? Like fuck it. I don't know. Smoke too much weed.
See? It's in your head now.
Yep.
It's in your head. There's a great photo going up on HUD radio that I posted. It's going up around like 11 o'clock tonight. It's Harden in November if the Sixers don't trade him in the next 2 weeks. Stay on the lookout for that. You can find it on Facebook or Instagram.
I want to know.
Get a couple of laughs before you go to bed tonight.
People are talking about him showing up to camp just to cause a problem. If that's the case, I'm done with this dude.
Yeah, he hasn't though. In defense of that, he has not. So
that's good. That's good.
He is not. There's been no rumblings of that. I think he's there because
I'm done with this dude anyway. But
he's trying to get traded, so he's doing the air quote right thing. But listen, it's been a great show. Great show. Eagles, Jets.
McCaffrey just scored.
And this show, Agree to Disagree, was brought to you by our doc, Make Him Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Locations Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. And we were also brought to you by Royal Billiard. I'm doing 2 things at once right now.
Get your hot tub. Get your pool table.
Absolutely get your hot tub. They're the premier Game Room Store to Delaware Valley. Stock with the very best in pool tables, accessories, shuffleboards, card tables, dart supplies, bars, bar stools. Turn any ordinary room into an extraordinary gaming experience. Oh, did we mention they have hot tubs too? Located at 515 Bethlehem Pike. Call them RPA or visit them on the web, royalbilliard.com. And remember, next Thursday, you can catch Vetted with Hollis Thomas and Irvin Fryer live from Carlino's Market, Ardmore, PA, to celebrate Carlino's 40th anniversary. This has been Agree to Disagree. That's Brian Wilson. I'm Tom Arnone. The Eagles are 5-0. If you don't believe, buy a clue. We out.